Buenos dias. How are we? We're just uploading a video here at 5:30 in the morning. Don't want to do it at 5:30 a.m. Nope.
No, I made that mistake once.
Guys, we're off to another adventure today. One that I'm pretty excited about. Publish on Wednesday, May 8th at 6 p.m. We're gonna go do something that's super fun to me. I'm super passionate about it because the last 2 years we've done it with kids, and there's no difference today. We are taking out my neighbor Doug's son, Slater, to go and try to hopefully tree a bear and shoot a bear. It's gonna be a blast. We'll explain more later. Let's just go.
What's up? So we're at the first bait site. Is this where they saw that is this where that big guy was? So if you saw earlier, kind of in that B-roll montage, I was showing some trail cam photos of this real big black bear that they've been seeing at this bait site right here. So it's me and Doug. We split up. Doug, say what's up.
Hey man.
We're gonna put some more bait up there and we're gonna check the trail cam, and if that big bear's hit it recently, we'll bring the dogs up here and turn them loose. So stick around. A little bit down farther.
Is that a barrel right there?
Yeah, I think that's the barrel. There's the bait barrel right there. I'm not even sure what's in these buckets, but we're gonna go check the card. Oh, there's a little in there. Tiny bit. Looks like oats and candy. We have located the camera. That's where the barrel's at. I'm gonna pull this card and check it. But that big guy I was showing you earlier was here. What's the time on that?
2:22
a.m.
a.m.
So it looks like we're gonna turn the dogs out possibly. That bear was here. He's a stud too. Really good coat on him. So things are getting exciting fast.
What's the date there?
That's the 6th. At 6:45.
The 8th.
Yep.
We get 1 day closer. But he's sitting there. Freaking so.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily the camera got knocked over just recently. Like this morning.
That's a different bear there.
So this is the 7th.
That's a red bear.
It is a red bear. There's a little red bear on here.
There's
Taking
a black
it.
one. Wow,
Yeah.
that black one looked nice right there.
That's a big bear.
He's
That
big,
is a nice
dude.
bear.
He was just here yesterday.
And one of them knocked the camera over. When was the camera knocked?
So oh, let me get to it.
Like
so,
the night of the 7th.
so the barrel's
Last
facing
night.
this way.
Last night.
Yeah.
It's the other way.
So after it got
So
knocked
do you think a
over,
person
So
did
there's
that?
2 bears there.
no, I bet.
Okay, let's go try it.
So the crazy thing about the way these guys run bears is they set baits, set stealth cams, and then wait until they get a big bear to hit. And it's pretty early in the season, especially with the winter we had. There's a lot of snow, and so this is going to be the first bear Jay's ran with the dogs this year. But I've been on these a few times. We're about to go on what could be a wild goose chase. This is where my daughter Braylee killed her bear 2 years ago. Same bait. Turned out in the morning first thing, and it was my first time ever running bears with dogs. I was like, this is in the books. Like, count it. Well, 20-something miles later, in about 10 hours, we finally got in front of the bear. The bear went tree. We luckily got Braylee in front of the bear, and she killed it that way. But this is fun. Funnest thing to me about this is watching these dogs work. These dogs are amazing. And if you've ever run cats are pretty short-winded compared to bears. Bears will run you all day long, especially the big bears. The big bears don't like to tree. They'll turn and bay and fight the dogs. So who knows what's in store for the rest of the day. It's going to be fun, though. I know that. I know Jay's excited. It takes a lot to get Jay excited. So we're going to go turn the dogs out on this bear. Hopefully it's close by.
Here it is. 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 let that one go. Keep this one for a second, let that one go. And let's let him go. Let's hold him.
Dude, it's the black one.
That's alright. Now we gotta hope.
That's a hot bark.
They're a little bit
They're pretty excited.
first bear of the year, so they're a little bit excited too.
Same with me.
Turns dogs out. Seems like they got lined out straight up the canyon. Or if you get a tracker, you can track all the dogs, see where they're at, and if they're staying together. Looks like they're about 1,000 yards up the canyon. So we're gonna kind of come up here and see what they do. It usually takes a little while to see where they're headed and if they are actually on the track, but it seems to be that it got pretty hot when they got to the barrel, so it's a good sign. We're gonna go rebait the barrel and see how this thing plays out. But man, what a beautiful time of year to be out here.
So pretty, right?
That's why I love spring bear hunting and spring turkey hunting. You know, you've been inside all winter, and then the snow finally melts. You see the regrowth of Mother Earth, green grass. Getting real spiritual right now.
So they'll be, hopefully they'll pull around. He'll get in the snow here. As soon as he gets around that corner, there'll be snow there.
It was the big one.
Yeah, on these rocks?
So the big rocks up top where it's red,
Yeah.
he went across the bottom through the sagebrush.
We just pulled around this corner. We could hear the dogs up there, so we were looking. And Bryce just saw him chasing the big black one.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
I think that is that knob right there.
Okay.
And they went around that to the left, I think. So they should be on him.
Did they go through the bottom, or are they, oops, they up higher?
There's the bottom, so here's the ridge. On the same path, that's
Oh,
so
they
that's
ran
where the
up
bear
that.
went up through somehow
Dropped back down.
and dropped back down. And now Rocky, see, he's on with them now.
Oh, sweet.
So
What about the other dog?
I haven't got him for a while. Let me see.
Has he caught up to the other ones?
No.
Just trailing them?
No, I don't got him right now. They went, so they're, the last thing I've got is 1.34 miles as the crow flies. So hopefully when we get up there, they'll, hopefully they don't split and we end up with the bigger bear still. But they're in the snow, and hopefully that bear is falling through the snow. The bigger one will fall through, I think. The other one, if we stay on the little red bear, I think he'll stay on top.
How do you feel about yourself? Shaming your dog over here, dude.
The puppy.
You call yourself a hound?
Buys the pup. He's about a year.
Quick update for you. Logan is just drizzling his camelback down his leg.
That was cold.
So there's that. We thought we had a pretty good idea where the dogs were. What it looks like on the GPS is the bear won't tree, but what they call walking. They're walking the bear, which means he's not going to tree. He's just basically walking. The dogs are fighting or following him, kind of like barking at him, probably fighting a little bit. But from where we're at now, they were, I think, 1 mile this way around this canyon, but they're still moving. We just lost the signal of them. The worst part about all this is if that bear won't tree, those dogs pretty much won't give up, and we'll have to go get those dogs out of one of these canyons. And that might be an all-day event, sometimes an all-night event. But we're hoping for the best, and we can get in front of this bear. It's the big black one we've confirmed. And today we've seen 4 bears. That's not usual when you're running dogs on bears. You don't typically see them. But we saw 2 where we turned the dogs out, and then on the way up these guys saw 3 more actually. So we've seen 5 bears. They saw a mom and 2 cubs. So we're just waiting to hear an update on what the heck's going on. But we've had a really good cardio sesh so far today. Update complete.
We're in the rocks, and he'll show you a view of the rocks here. And the dogs haven't moved, but we could be possibly in a cave. So we don't know what's going on yet, but a couple of them went up to go take him up there and see what's going on, and we'll just come up behind here and listen to what they tell us here in a bit.
Well, tell me this: if they're in a cave, what's the situation there?
You go on in there and with a pistol or his gun and see what happens.
I like it.
All right,
Could
Slater,
get interesting.
you're 13 years old. Time to become a man.
This one should be down off this left here.
There are those guys. The bear could be in a den up there, so. Here's the next update for you. So me and Jay and Bryce have to be back in town at 5 at the latest. I have to coach practice. I think we all have to coach different practices. So Doug and his son Slater's up there, and they're about 450 yards from where they think the bear is treed. We're not 100% sure the bear is treed, but we're sending Logan with all the responsibility to go find Doug. 2 chains with the leads, and help Doug get this bear killed and get it out of here. Basically, comment below right now if this is gonna happen or not. I got a crash course on skinning bears. I got snacks and survival supplies. He had the radio for at least 10 seconds before it was lost. Crash course on how to repel a human and a dog. So a lot of responsibilities on these shoulders, but I'm taking you guys with me. I have faith in you, Logie. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
This will be fun.
See you, man. Be
See
safe.
ya.
Seriously,
Later, big dog.
Number 1, safety.
Yeah, right.
Hands up for safety.
So if you guys can see, we started way down there in the bottom. We've gained 1,400 feet of elevation. I've been climbing these cliff rocks. Doug and the kid are over there. Oh, watch your step. And I can see one of the dogs. Poor guy. He's up on that cliff whining. So I'm gonna try to make my way up this snow and around up to him. But we are in some gnarly stuff. I don't think they're on a bear, because we whistled and they cut some distance, but if they were on a bear, they wouldn't have came to us. I'm gonna go get this dog. I think it's Scooter. Hopefully he's not hurt or anything. You can hear him whining, he's just right there. Is that him right there? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm ready whenever you are.
Shoot him in the heart.
Shoot him.
Gotta shoot.
It looked like he hit him.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell, but it looked like he was either hauling, like running, or rolling.
Or rolling. I couldn't tell. I only saw him once past the tree.
I also heard a dog knock.
Pay attention.
with
There he is. He's coming down. Be ready. He's gonna come out the bottom. He's coming out the bottom. I saw some snow flying. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't go over the rocks. He really can't get too far. He's either gotta go over those rocks or he's gotta come out the bottom. You're ready. Did you reload?
Yeah.
Okay. Stretch that out another. Go to 400. Go to 400.
Dude, that cliff right there.
There he is. There he is. Yeah, I don't think he hit. See him?
Yeah.
Right behind. Run. You don't have a lot of time. There he is. Right there.
Where's he at?
He's coming right down that snow right there. He's just behind these trees. He was moving pretty good. I couldn't tell if he was bleeding, but we'll be able to find out. Trail.
I saw him running through the trees. He might have kept going.
Dang.
Oh, close calls.
Oh, that sucks.
He like looked,
He was big.
he got up on the rock and was facing us for just a second.
You gotta, I would have laid on my belly right there. I know it wouldn't have been very comfortable. But you should have got on your belly. You would have had a really solid shot and it wouldn't have took as long to get set up.
We got all the way almost to the top. We found 2 dogs and we were sure there was no bear because we could hear them whining and they were just ledged up. So we dropped some weight I had left this camera down in the snow, like stuck into the snow on the monopod, and I went around and got up above the dogs, and they set their gun down on the cliff about 80 yards down there, and they were coming up over this little rise looking for the dogs that are whining up here. And when they got up, they could see that bear probably 200 yards just laying on that rock. They radioed down to me, told me they saw the bear, so I started heading back, got the gun. Doug met me down there, got the gun, ran it up to Slater. He had about this much of a window and that bear was gone. Shot, and it looked like a clean miss, but we're gonna go check. Dang. Is that exciting though?
That was cool.
That's a big bear, huh? How do you look through the scope?
Looked huge. That's really sucky we missed him.
Dang, it's all about opportunities.
That was fun. That's cool.
Look at this country.
Those
Just freaking
dogs, they gotta be up on top of this.
Yeah, dogs could be up there. I don't know how we're gonna get up there.
I don't either.
Look
Come
who
on, girls,
decided
come on,
to
Lizzie.
join the party.
Come on, Sally. Here, Sally. Pet her up, Slate. Come
They're,
here, Lizzie.
they're making it down to us.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
Oh, that's a big deal.
think we got all the dogs taken care of. We thought that they might be on top of that because we could hear them whining, echoing down. They must have been just up,
Okay.
I bet, on that cliff somewhere. But that bear was just right there next to that pine tree. So they had to have been close. This has been a freaking roller coaster. Didn't kill a bear, but dang, these views are amazing. And the dogs have absolutely worked their tails off. I cannot, every time I see hounds go after a bear or a lion, especially a bear because they run longer, I'm just blown away by the desire for these dogs to work and how much they run. It's crazy, it's crazy. So we're thinking Dozer is actually at the bottom of this canyon where we started when we hiked up. And Rocky, the oldest one, he is actually down on the road on the map. He's smart. He went down to the road. So we're gonna get these two, try to walk those dogs down this steep. I say steep, but the cliffs over here are way steeper. We'll make our way down this, wrap around. I ditched my backpack down there, grab the backpack, head to the bottom, shoot out to the truck.
He's tired.
Yeah, Junior's struggling.
Wow.